It's like Christmas in February, y'all. The Case IH AFS Connect Steiger pack is out on ModHub today for all platforms. Oh my goodness, y'all. We do some testing, trying to find out which one of these is the best one for the dollar. Come find out. Alright, y'all, welcome back. This is Driver 53, and what we've got here, we're going to do a little bit of mod testing today, a little bit of a review also. I have been waiting on this day ever since I saw the first little hint that these things were coming. I'm a big Case IH fan, and we've got ourselves the AFS Connect Steiger series right here. We've got 4 different versions, and we're going to go through each one of them and see how well they do. We're going to have a little bit of a hill climb right here. We're going to take them over and do hauling a big load on a flat surface. So the first thing I want to go over, look at this detail in here. This is absolutely insane, the amount of detail that is in this. Now, these are not cheap tractors, all right? So the one that you're seeing right here in front of you, this is the AFS Connect Quad Track. This thing, as you're seeing it right here, costs $698,000. It is not cheap, but it's got almost 700 horsepower. And the slot count on this, it's like 42 slots. It is crazy, crazy. And then if you want another one, it's only 3. So, I mean, load your farm up with these. If you're playing on Eureka and you got tons of money. But so much detail. The next one here, this is the AFS Connect Row Track. So as you see it sitting right here, $559,500. There is another option that you can get for a little bit wider row track. It comes out here, and then like there's one that's like, it's like you could drive over a car. Is a little bit lower on the horsepower, and we're gonna see how it does. I wanted to throw it in here because it's $140,000 cheaper than the big one, and we're gonna see how it performs. If you don't have all that cash, is it a good option for you? Next, we've got the AFS Connect narrow frame. So this is also a Steiger, but it's a little bit narrower. I don't know if you can see, it's narrow right here. Whenever we look at that black one, you're going to be able to sell it for sure. Once again, it is a little bit lower on the horsepower, but it only costs $488,000. So $200,000 cheaper than that green version over there. And same thing, we're going to put it through its paces and see how well it stacks up. Is it, is that extra $200,000 worth it on these bigger tractors? Now, this one right here, this is the AFS Connect Steiger. You've got multiple tire options on this thing. This one does have almost 700 horsepower also. I mean, there's so many options on exhaust and fenders and just all kinds of stuff. All the bonnets open on every one of these. This one, $685,000 as you see it right now. And if we look here at the front, you can just see how much wider that thing is. So there's that one. We'll come over here, and there's that one. A little bit narrower. The whole frame and everything is narrower, honestly. So the first test that we're going to do here is we are going to put this cultivator down. This cultivator is rated at, well, let's find out. This cultivator is rated at 420 horsepower, and every one of these tractors is over that right now. All right, so the first one that you see here, this was the green one, the Quad Track 620. It's got 682 horsepower. I expect this one to do very well. Next is going to be the Steiger 620. This was the black one that you saw. It's also coming in at 682 horsepower. So next is going to be the Road Track 500. This was the silver one. It's only got 550 horsepower. We'll see if that extra 132 makes a difference. And then you have the Steiger 470 here. This was the red one that we saw, the narrow frame. It's only coming in at 512 horsepower. So all of these, if you're on flat ground, are going to be able to pull no problem, right? But we got a little bit of a hill. This thing is steep. It is a monster test for these all of these right here. And I've also got this bad boy sitting over here. This is the in-game quad track. We're going to see how it does. Just as a baseline. I don't expect it to do as well as these big ones. You know, but that one there is only $521,000 as you see it. So, is the extra 175,000 worth it? I think it is, but let's find out for sure. So we're going to get these things fired up, and I'll show you how we're going to do the test with the black one there on the end first. Alright, we are in this bad boy right here. This is the Steiger 620, the regular AFS Connect Steiger. I'm calling them the Steiger 620 because that's how you're going to see it in your actual garage. We'll come around to this side over here. So we have everything as it is whenever you first come into the screen, right? We haven't changed anything at all. This is the default setup that you're going to see in your garage. And what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and lower down our cultivator right here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a stopwatch out. I'm going to fire this bad boy up. It's got a nice little purr to it right there. And what we're going to do, we are going to time from the time that I hit start on my cruise control, and it's going to take off, and we're going to go all the way up to that line up there. Now I've got these things lined up pretty good, so I shouldn't have to steer. When it crosses that line, I'm going to hit stop. Now I just want to give a shout out to Farmer Cop. He gave me the baseline for this test. I figured this was a really good one that showed how to compare tractors really, really well. And I wanted to come in and do it on these since they are brand new today. So, like I said, we are getting ready to go here. I'm going to get my stopwatch out. And as soon as I hit the cruise control start, I'm going to hit start on my stopwatch. And we're going to compare all 5 of these just to see which one makes it up the hill the fastest. So, are you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. It's getting a good little start. Now this implement right here maxes out at 9 miles an hour. We did not get there, so that means that we're not wasting any of the energy from the tractor and just going straight and not going anywhere. So we were building up to it, and we're doing good. I'm just going to check here one more time to make sure that we are going straight, and we are straight enough. So as soon as this front of the wheels right here crosses that white line, we are going to hit stop. So we're getting there, getting there, getting there. Boom, right there. All right, let's go ahead and hit the brakes right here. That's awesome. 35.81 seconds. 35.81. I don't know if that's a good time yet or not, but 35.81. So we may start rounding these to up a little bit or down a little bit, kind of depending, because I don't know if my reflex and everything should be accounted into this. So if they're really, really close, we'll count it at that. If not, this will probably turn into like a 36. So let's go to the next one now. All right, same thing gonna happen here. All right, so this is gonna be your the narrow frame Steiger. So we're jumping right from the big guy down to the little one. 512 horsepower on this one, and this one's going to be called the Steiger 470 if you have it in your garage. So just to be clear, I did the biggest engine option on all of these that we could do. So that is the one thing that I did change. So they're not default. I changed the engine to the biggest one possible. Other than that, everything else is the same. So, are you guys ready? Here we go. In 3. Oh, I gotta lower that down. That would have been a bad day. All right, here we go. We're lowering it down. All right, so in 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, it got to 7, and then now it's slowing down. And this is what I anticipated, was that it was really going to struggle to get up this hill. It's going to take quite a while. Even if it even gets all the way up, we may just have to leave it, y'all. We may have to leave this thing. We are at 30 seconds right now. I don't think we're going to beat the other one, but it'll be interesting to know. I mean, we should be able to get it done in 45. We're getting there. Look at that front wheel slip, though. Here we go. All right, we are coming up. Right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What do you guys think? How about a 5207? 5207. Almost 20 seconds slower than the other one. All right, let's turn this off and let's get to the next one. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and lower this down. Turn it on. So this is going to be your AFS Connect road track. All right, and this is default. Like I said, this is the narrower track option. So I'm kind of anticipating it's not going to do great, but I think it's going to be okay. It's 550 horsepower. So here we go. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it got up to 7 miles an hour also. So let's make sure that it's going straight. We're not going to run into anybody up here. All right, we are good. We're going to come back over here and be lined up for this view. Man, this is a steep hill, everybody. This is a steep hill. I mean, these things, these tractors would not have any problem pulling this across flat ground, right? But going up this hill, it is a struggle. So y'all, we're at 30 seconds right now. This one's actually doing a lot better than I thought it would. All right, so here we go. We are coming up on it. Ready? Boom, right there. Wow. You guys think it was faster? What do you guys think? How about a 38.97? I mean, that's not bad. You're talking 550 horsepower on this one versus 682 on that black one over there. And it was only 3 seconds slower coming up this hill. That's quite impressive. Now, we've got this bad boy. So let's go ahead and lower it down. We're going to turn it on. And I'm kind of anticipating that this one's going to be a lot better because it has the tracks on it. You know, from watching some of the other stuff, like I said, the Farmer Cop's done before, I think tracks are going to be the way to go. But I don't know. Let's find out. So y'all ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we got up to 7 miles an hour on this one too. So it looks like all of them are getting to 7 miles an hour and then not getting up beyond that. But I wonder if this one's going to have the longevity just to be able to keep pulling up this hill. So we're doing pretty good on that. Let's get a line right here. All right, there we are. All right. Ooh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. And it is still pulling strong. Boom. All right. Hit the brakes. Y'all. That's a good tractor. All right. 31.14. Wow. 31.14. You know, that's 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. It all depends on my reflexes, right? So let's just call it 4 seconds faster than the other one. Now, let's run down here and let's check out this one, because this is base game. So let's see if these tractors are better than what you're going to get in base game. Is the extra money worth it if you really got some hills that you got to climb? So we are good to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, 7 miles an hour there. All right. RPMs, they seem to be doing okay. Starting to drop down a little bit. I mean, y'all, this one's pulling pretty good. This one is pulling. All right, we're getting close. We are getting close. All right. Right there. Wow. I don't know if y'all are going to believe this. How about a 32.44? Only a second slower than that big guy over there. That's awesome. I mean, you're going to have to spend $175,000 more to get that quad track, that green one, than this one. But that you're going to be faster going up the hills like this. So Oh, look at that. We got a floating tractor. But yeah, it's, you know, in order, it was your green one here at a 31.14. Then you had a 32.44 on the in-game. Then you had a 35.81 on the black one. That's just your other big Steiger. It's got 682 horsepower also. Then you come over here to the gray one, 38.97, and then a 52.07 on that little guy right there. So I would, if you've got some hills, I'd stay away from that one. The other ones, that's not bad. You know, honestly, that's not bad considering the hill that we have to climb. Now, I also feel like if you could put some wider tracks on that one right there, it would probably perform a lot better. Might be able to get some duels on that one and then do the same thing. So what we're going to do now, though, is let me show you from up here. We are going to take these down to our hauling strip down here. We got a big 88,000 liter trailer down there that we are going to hook up to all these, and we're going to pull them, and we're going to see how long it takes to get down here to the end. All right, everybody, so here we are at the finish line right now. So whenever the front tire crosses this line, we're going to stop the clock, and that little dot down there, that's the tractor. So let's get down there and let's get this thing going. All right, so here we are. We've got the AFS Connect Steiger, the regular one. This has got 685 horsepower. And I just want to show you guys how full this auger wagon is. It is completely full of seeds. I don't know if that's the absolute heaviest thing in the game right now, but this is what we're going to use for this test. That way it's consistent all the way across. We're going to run all 5 tractors on this course right here. We're lined up pretty straight, and as you can see, the front tires are right on the line. So we're going to do the exact same thing. When I count down, we're going to hit the cruise control and go, and I'm going to hit start on my stopwatch at the exact same time. So are you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, it's taking a little while to get up to speed. I think once it gets going, though, we'll be good. All right, so we are pretty straight. I don't think we're going to hit anything. Let me give just a little bit of a steering correction right there. We'll come around over here. That way, whenever this gets right to the edge, we'll be good to go. And there we go. Wow. All right, everybody. So that was 20.66 seconds. All right, here is tractor number 2. This is our AFS Connect Steiger narrow frame. This one only has 512 horsepower. As you can see, the front wheels are where they need to be. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, not bad. Not bad. A little bit of a steering correction. There we go. I think we're right where we need to be. We are lined up good. All right, so this one tops out at 26 miles an hour. That's awesome. And we're coming up on the finish. Boom. All right. So that one, or this one, is going to be 21.32 seconds. So, I mean, just maybe a half second. Maybe a half second. All right, let's get the next one. And here we have tractor number 3. This is the AFS Connect Row Track. This one is sitting in at 550 horsepower. Wheels are on the front line. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, this one's doing pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I think steering's right where it needs to be. Coming up on the finish. Here we go. Boom. Right there. Wow. So, I got a 21.44. And here is number 4. This is the AFS Connect Quad Track. This has got 682 horsepower also. Wheels are on the front line. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. That one seemed to be doing really good. A little bit of steering input. There we go. All right. I love that color. Absolutely love it. Coming up on the finish line. Boom. Right there. All right. So I got 0.82. And there's not a lot of difference in these at all. I was kind of expecting a little bit more struggle. Maybe we gotta load these things down a little bit more. But I mean, honestly, with a tractor, this is like the biggest load you're gonna be hauling, right? I mean, unless you're on PC and you've got some crazy monsters. But for console, that's, as far as I know, the biggest thing that you can do. Now, unless you get like semi-trailers and you hook up a dolly and do it that way. And we might have to come back and revisit this. But let's get this next one here. And tractor number 5. This is the in-game quad track. It's not a Steiger, but it does have 692 horsepower. So, wheels are on the front, or the wheels are on the line. Y'all ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. A little bit of a steering correction right here. I think we're going to be good. All right, so this one's 24 miles an hour. I haven't been saying along the way, but hopefully you guys can see down in the corner what they were. So we're coming up on the finish. Boom. All right. So this tractor comes in at 21.79. So that's not a lot of variance, y'all. I mean, from the slowest one at 21.79 to the fastest one at 20.66. That's really not a lot. And that, I mean, I don't think I've got a second's worth of reflex air in my, hitting the button, but it's not as big as I kind of thought it would be. I mean, they all do have over 500 horsepower, and that auger wagon says 500 horsepower is what's needed. So, like, unless you're doing something really crazy with, a train or something like that, I don't think you're going to get much more. I mean, you could use the 105,000 liter. Yeah, 105,000 liter trailers that we have. You're going to have to use a dolly and chain them together. I mean, maybe you could do a couple of them that way. But, I don't know. These things, they're all pulling really, really strong. So, I got one more test I want to do. I'll see you guys over there. Alright everybody, we are out here in the middle of the field now, and what I did is I wanted to see how big the turning radius was on these tractors, and I figured what better way than to show you in crops. I've got my landscape tool on so we can kind of see all of them at once, and I'll zoom in a little bit and you can see the comparison. This one is the base game tractor, and it's okay, and then you come over here, this one seems like it's a little bit bigger. I mean, maybe just a little bit, maybe about the same size. And this black one here, once again, this is the AFS Connect Steiger, the regular, 682 horsepower. This guy right here, though, look at this tight little circle. I mean, that is a huge difference. This one's got 512 horsepower, so if you don't need a whole lot, this one might be the one for you. If you've got some tight areas that you need to get through, it's really, really nice. Pretty stable on both these. The front wheel lifted up a little bit on the inside, but it didn't want to tip over at all. That cannot be said for this one. This row track with this narrow option that I've got right here, it came in and it started pretty good, really tight, and then it got up on 2 wheels actually. I thought it was going to roll over. Then it settled down, and then it ended up making a circle like this. So pretty, I mean, kind of big. Compared to this one, obviously. And then this guy right here, this is the quad track, the AFS Connect quad track. And, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not as big as the road track, I can tell you that. But I don't know if it's as small as this one. I mean, it's close. It's pretty close. Let's see if we can make a circle here and see how big this thing actually is. So about right there. All right. Brush size 14. So let's come over to this one. And I mean, I see a little bit more around the outside. I mean, I can't go to 16, obviously, but I see a little bit around the outside on that one. And this one right here, we're like right on it. You know what I mean? So I think your small frame definitely wins. The big guy here, I mean, this is between 16 and 18. So let's call that one a 17. This one here was going to be a 14. This one here, I mean, we could maybe call this a 16. And this one here, I think it's going to be a 15. And then base game, we're looking 14. So that's not bad. Maybe. I mean, this one, that fits really, really well in there. See, we got just a little bit. I think that's a 15. So that's it, everybody, for this. Let's get back over to the shop area and we'll conclude. Well, everybody, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. You know, if you're looking to haul something on open flat grounds, I don't think it's really gonna make a difference. Like I said, unless you're hauling some big crazy terrain. If you're looking to use these on some pretty steep hills, I'd say you definitely want to spend a little bit of money and get up there and get one of these big boys. Whether it be the green one here or, I mean, this one's not bad. I mean, like I said, this one was about 4 seconds slower than the green one on the uphill portion of our test here. And if you're looking for, you know, flat ground, they were all the same. There's no difference. You know, it's really, really interesting. The base game was almost as fast, or faster than this guy here, but not as fast as this one. So I guess the tracks are coming into play there. But I mean, these things are expensive. $685,000 for that one, $698 for this one, and that's with the wheel options that I have here. There could be even more cost than that. You know, we might come back and revisit these a little bit later, do a little bit more detail about each individual tire, but we got a lot of content, or a lot of info already into this video here. We're going to go ahead and call it done today, y'all. I am in love. These are definitely going to be used on my farm, because to me, this one right here, it's king. It's king. The AFS Connect Quad Track. This is the one you're going to see on KarlFarms. I got it green instead of red, but that's the one it is. So I highly recommend it. But that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something today, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you would. If you want to be kept up to date on all my latest testing videos of mods or precision farming, or even my Let's Play stuff that I do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell while you're over there. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53, signing off.